Say it again, Lisa.
Do we need to post last week's in there as
Yes.
well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So each week we do it, we just post it so that she can see that we're progressing each week.
Okay. So are we on live? Okay.
Yep.
So do you want to call the time, Angela, and can give the explanation?
I'm sorry?
Aren't you the timekeeper, Angela?
I am. We've been working, I'm timekeeper. We've been working on the project for quite a while, for about 6:45, 6:30-ish. We just now started recording live.
This is Lisa Pacheco, and I'm the scribe.
I'm Leanne. I'm the leader.
I'm Patricia. I'm the facilitator.
Okay, so we were kind of going over in detail. We're trying to look at what we need to have done before draft 1, right?
Right.
Right.
Correct.
So I think if we go, with the draft, it said under the guidelines for the project progress. For draft 1, we have the introduction, development team, mission, vision, core values, strategic plan, and target population. And it seems like we kind of hashed quite a bit of that out last week. We did the mission, vision, core values, and strategic plan. And we did talk about the population. So I'm not sure. I think maybe we could try to work on the other part and how we're going to put it together.
I think I think we definitely have a good start for our mission. I just think it needs to be put together nicely, maybe.
More in like paper form.
Yeah, and maybe what we could do is, because I set up to do the program introduction.
Okay.
So maybe, because that's the part of the first draft, do you mind maybe amongst the 3 of you to work on, maybe we could divide it up somehow?
Okay. The development team, isn't that kind of all into, like, we should each do our own little blip about ourselves? Am I understanding that part right?
Are you talking about your role?
Well, the development team, like, we do a 1-paragraph biography.
Right.
So we should each be responsible for our own paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then we just have the mission, vision, core values, strategic plan, and target population left. And some of that's just to kind of clean it up and make it flow a little better.
Right.
Okay.
So we also need a program introduction.
Right.
In order to do the program introduction, we have to decide what kind of program we want to do first.
Right. Exactly.
So maybe we need to work on, because I think you're right, Angela. If we look at the draft, if you work on the program introduction, everybody does their part because everybody has to submit their development team bio. We've already got the mission, vision, core values, and the target population that just needs to be cleaned up.
Right.
So how about if we divide things out where everybody's got to do the development team, the program introduction, maybe you kind of get started on it, Angela, and we can kind of help feed you like references for programs once we've decided. And
that sounds good. Or because it looks like we have to divide up into sections anyway, and it happens to be one that I signed up for, so I don't mind as long as we can get maybe the other team members to work on the other parts, and maybe one person complete it.
Right.
That sounds good.
Right.
So, like, I was looking at the scenario, and it says that we need to, I'm just going to start brainstorming out there, but it says we need to discover a need for comprehensive care for management of several at-risk populations.
Mm-hmm.
But we are a healthcare community. Let's see. It looks like we have several core services, cancer care, emergency care. So it looks like we're like an all-in-one kind of unit.
Uh-huh.
What if we did managing COPD, like what if we use the pulmonary rehabilitation model, but maybe we can put it on like electronically, like use the internet somehow, where it's like a Google Hangout kind of thing versus having to go somewhere. Like, so maybe that 1 week. I'm sorry?
Like an app, maybe?
Like an app, or maybe like just like a Facebook page where they have like live, because the rehabilitation, they work with nutritionists, they work with exercise therapy to learn different skills that they can learn in order to bring up their what's the right word, to help them exercise and have resilience in their airway. And then they also work with pulmonologists, so maybe we can have like a different video each week or something to that scenario, and it's using technology as well. So we're being kind of innovative versus just regular, you know.
And then it could include on there like a chat, like chat with a RN or, you know, some sort of specialist if they have specific questions.
Right, and it could also be like, we could also have where they have support groups, so they might meet other COPDers who are struggling with certain scenarios, like dealing with family or, you know, overcoming whatever barriers that they're overcoming. They can deal with it like a support group.
Okay.
Excuse me, I just have a concern here. Isn't the money that we're going after only $10,000?
I saw a different amount, but let me just double check, because I think the 10,000 was for the other class.
I think so too.
I think this one's 200. I think this was 250,000.
Yeah, over 2 years. So I think that if we definitely did something technology-wise, I think we should be covered, because you wouldn't have to like pay a salary except for like the person they could chat with, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe an IT person.
Yeah, and we could use somebody. We can also use like students that are becoming pulmonologists that are still pretty well versed in their knowledge, that maybe want to promote their education and their career.
Yeah.
Or they could use it for like, not what am I thinking? Like for their hours that they have to do rounds. I can't think of the right word.
Yeah, like
the
clinical hours, or like yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, there's just something we could just to start off with.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. And then you have to understand that it's DRHA, and so we're within their system, and they already have people there, so we could use the resources we already have available that are there at DRHA that'll help us, you know.
Yeah.
Right, recruit their employees, or like their pulmonologists and their care managers, and
Yes, yes.
Their patients coming in with COPD, maybe we want to prevent them from coming back in.
Right.
So as a way, we're developing this program for them to become like socially networking, and having like a technology-based program to prevent them from being readmitted.
Okay.
right, because it's something they can do from home. Like you said, they don't need to leave the house, which sometimes is a huge challenge for those people.
Yeah.
You know, have oxygen, and you know, with environmental factors affecting their breathing, and
Yes. Yes.
I think. Do you think that we could include in there? And I don't know, because this might kind of tip the budget. But if some of them don't have access to like a tablet, or you know, I mean, obviously we shouldn't buy everybody an iPhone or something like that. But I mean, you know, if we could supply maybe like a very generic tablet.
Yeah.
If you have that, I mean, I'm just kind of thinking of some of the elderly people that I know, like even my parents, they get it, but they, you know, like my mom gets on Facebook like once every 3 months and looks through everything, but I don't know if she would know how to.
Yeah, see a video or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering our population might be a little bit, you know, towards the older side. I mean, we're not going to hopefully have teenagers.
Yeah. Let me see what else. See if we could alternate. Hold on, sorry.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea, and I think if we could try to provide some sort of, you know, way for them to do it, even if it was, you know, that's the only app on there, or you know, whatever.
Right.
part of the technologies, just so that you guys know, and part of this, such as Skype, online portals, patient-provider communication, telemedicine, online coaching through social media, through social media messages, other technologies, innovative technologies, and then the quality safety plan. Obviously, we would be looking to see if they're being readmitted,
Right.
and how effective they're doing their skills that they're learning.
Right. We have the policies and procedures.
So I think that would be our major hurdle is those who do not have access to internet. So
Right.
I don't know what the statistics
You
are.
think, though, I mean, I think that it might be a little bit of a high goal to say every single person that comes into DRHA, we want them enrolled in this program.
Right.
So if we put it to, you know, this is one option that the hospital is offering for those people who want to be a part of the technology part of it.
Okay.
Some of the
You know, like make them have a choice, maybe.
some of the research projects that I looked at that did that were related to COPD, they were all related to smoking cessation, but they all looked at they all did telehealth, and they did only allow people in it that had hit a certain criteria, because that's where you're going to be the most successful. And we don't want to be, we want, you know, it's almost like one of those things, you can't save the world, so you save those who are, it's triaging them out. So maybe I think one of the last papers that I used as a reference said that you had to score a certain level in this COPE-2 testing, and you also so it wasn't somebody who was so far over the edge with COPD that you weren't going to rehab them, that you know you weren't going to be able to prevent anything because they were already so far out of the loop. So they had to be within this
Stage.
guidelines, and they had to have access to a home computer. So maybe that's
Part of the criteria. Can you guys hold on? I have to go get my charger. Sorry. Hold on.
That's okay.
get it.
No, well, she might have to relocate stairs before my child comes home. So while she's at your charger, keep relocating.
Okay.
The text said that they were coming home, and I said, no, and two, so she by all means doesn't understand to not interrupt.
All right, guys. Yeah, we could do, I mean, so we want to have like a criteria as to what patients are eligible for the program? Is that what you're saying, Lisa?
I think so, and I can look, see if I can find that last article. God, I've researched so many of them, and I know I think I might have done my annotated bib on it, so I can pull that and see if it doesn't if we can't pull that COPE, if I can't find that COPE tool. But I think that we say that in order to participate, you have to be computer literate, and because you don't want to bring somebody into a rehabilitation type of project if they aren't going to be able to function in it.
The benefit from it. That's right. Sure.
Both physically and and we don't want to just throw our money away, because I know $2,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think the goal is probably to get it self-efficient.
Can we put that? Right. Can we put that in, like, target population? Like our rules are?
I think we just say criteria.
That's the right word.
Maybe admission criteria? I think if we look under pulmonary...
You can say...
I was going to say, I think if we look underneath pulmonary rehabilitation, we'll find a lot of research on like what, like who's admitted and who's not eligible.
Right.
We're just transforming it online.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we have a scenario.
Okay, so
Yay!
yes. We're going to work on the introduction and then send you said some articles so that I have references in there.
I'm sorry, I can't hear
I
you.
guess
You're
I need
breaking
to
up.
just breaking up.
Yeah.
Let me see. So in the introduction,
Uh-huh.
how many references do you think that we need, or what do we need reference?
In the introduction?
I just think that everything that we do, we send a reference to. Maybe we just start a separate reference list because
Right.
we'll have so many references by the time we're done. Because I mean, like even when I do the finance part, I'm going to quote references there. So maybe we just start a separate reference list where we put
Yeah.
every single reference that we use in there.
Right. So at the end, you won't have to be running trying to find your references. You already have them. They'll be already in the tool. You already have it set up. So all you have to do is just put it in order.
So I'll do that if you guys.
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll try and put some of these things on Google Docs.
Okay. You know me and that Google Doc. Come on now.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a good way for us all to get in there and see. You know, the other night I was in there and I was doing something, and it was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night. And one of the guys that's in my other group, he was reading it too, and it popped up and it said, "Please wait to see David Kent's updates." And so I could see his updates like in real time, and we were, you know, not even in communication. So that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to. I don't have time to
Right.
really get into it, but I'm gonna have to get into it.
Well, and if you have stuff that you want us to put in it or whatever that you want to put in Word instead after you've read it and you're not comfortable putting it in or whatever, let us know because you know we all have our forte. You're able to work Google Hangouts, and we really admire that about you.
Okay.
Angela, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you're just frozen, so I wasn't sure if you could hear.
I was just being really still.
Oh.
No, but so it sounds like we have a plan. The introduction. I can start that part, and then does someone want to read it, proofread it for me?
Sure, put it. I'll try. I'll try. I'm not a perfect, but I'll try.
You know what? I think with that kind of stuff, obviously we will all read it. You know,
Okay.
if we're, you know,
Yeah,
if we're
we
gonna
all
submit
put our
something
25 cents in.
on it,
Yeah,
So-
we all can look at it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
especially if it's on like a Google Doc, you know, we can all put on that little side part our suggestions or whatever.
No, you guys can
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
update it. It's fine. And then maybe what I'll do, Lisa, is I'll type it up and then I will send it to you to put on Google Docs.
I'll try and throw in an outline on Google Docs for these 4 things that we need for us, and then you can just throw it in there, or send it to me and I'll throw it in.
Okay, but it's not due this week, right? Sorry.
But let's not do this week.
What's the date? We have to have it turned in.
Well, the first draft, I think by the 12th. I think
Right.
she said. But then,
Right,
you know,
so
we
it's
need to get, have we decided on what our date is going to be? Because we need to get that in ASP because she said on the video when she was doing it that two groups had already got in. So she said to make sure we get in as soon as we can so that all the dates don't be taken up.
Okay, I didn't know we could get in. I thought that she was going to tell us a certain time, but then again, that's...
Apparently we can. So some people's already did it. So she
So I
said
noticed on that, what was it called? Doodle?
Uh-huh.
Where there was a spot on there where we all were available.
Did you look at it?
Yeah,
So-
I saw that too.
So, I mean, I think we could shoot for that. I don't remember off the top of my head
Me
what it
either.
was, but
Me either.
maybe
trying
we
to
could.
It's Sunday.
Huh?
For some reason, I think it was a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Sundays work good for us.
So, how do we go about that? Does one of us do it?
Yeah, just one person. Just kind of, I guess, shoot her an email, personal email, and let her know, this is the day that we have available for our, to meet on our mentoring or whatever. And so can we have, this is a date that all of us are available. Is that a preferable date for you? Can we meet at this such and such a time with you?
What date is that we're looking at, Lisa?
I'm trying to pull it up. It's not coming up. I'm just getting a little.
I'm trying to see if I can see it on my phone.
Yeah, I try on my phone too.
It looks like Friday, October 16th, I see myself, Patricia, and Angela, but I don't know. I don't even see your name on there, Lisa, but it could just be because you're the one that created it.
Yeah, she set up her times first.
Okay. So that says that there's 3 yeses, and that's on Friday, October 16th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., but that could be my time zone. I think I changed it to my time zone.
Okay.
What is your time zone?
I'm sorry?
What's your time zone?
It's Mountain Time. So right now it's 8:40 at my house.
Okay, 7:40 here. It'll be, I can do that time, no problem, but I would have to do it Pacific Standard Time because there's no way I'll make it through Las Vegas traffic and be here by 6.
Well, and there's also, it looks like some yeses on that Saturday too. I mean, either one I'm okay with. That was what I could see.
That
I can. Saturdays are really hard. It's really tight just because I work that night. I usually work Saturday nights at the hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, it looks like we all agree on Friday at 7 p.m. As long as we do it Pacific Standard Time, I can be there, no problem.
Okay, so
Friday the what?
Friday, October 16th.
Okay, let me make sure. Make sure I didn't put down the wrong date. Hold on, y'all.
So I'm going to put that date down. And so, Lisa, would you mind emailing the instructor and asking her if she will be available for that date?
I certainly can.
October the 16th. At what time?
7 p.m. Standard Time.
7 p.m. What time? Standard? Mountain? Pacific? Okay.
So Pacific Time, is that all 3 of you?
Nope. I'm Central.
I'm Pacific.
So I'm 2 hours. I'm 2 hours. 2 hours ahead of Angela and Lisa, and 1 hour ahead of you.
Okay. So Pacific time
Mm-hmm.
is 7:40 right now.
Yes, 7:43.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Pacific Time. So we all agree that we're going to try to meet with her on the 16th, is what it sounds like.
Right.
Okay.
So with that, I'll aim to have the introduction. Do you guys, and it has to be turned in before, right? Is that the case?
Huh?
Yeah,
Does
it
it
said
have to be
2
turned in?
days. 2 days before, so if we could do, the 12th, 13th, or 14th.
How about we aim to have it, I'll have it done by the 11th, so that gives you guys 2 days. I mean, I just need a little bit more time with all the other papers.
I know.
Right.
So I
Absolutely.
can,
But that would give us, like 2 days that we could kind of go in and edit each other and look at it and.
yeah. And I should have Columbus Day off from the school, so that would definitely help. So.
Yeah, I think that would be. I think that we should agree to have everybody's part done once we figure out what that is by the 11th.
Well, so we only have a couple parts. So I'll do the introduction, have my part done, and then maybe if you guys will work on just getting the mission. Who you guys want to divide up the mission and then the vision, or do you guys just want to someone draw it up and then we just add and subtract from it? How do you guys want to do that?
I think we can all kind of come up with something and kind of, I guess, post it or put it on Google Docs or whatever. And then we, whoever the leader is, who's the leader for next week? It's Lisa or Angela? Is it Lisa?
It doesn't matter.
I don't even. I'd have to look at that.
Okay.
And I can do some of the work on the target population. I'll try to look up some articles and stuff and kind of see, what their criteria is and try to kind of follow some of that. How we talked about the, not trying to heal the people who are in end-stage COPD and things like that. I can certainly start working on that, and I'll try to continue it on that Google Doc, and that way if at any time anybody wants to add anything or find something, they can throw it in there too.
Okay.
All right.
I'll try to just work on it in there.
I'm just going to look up the rubric for if it says anything about the introduction. And then the mission
rubric
plan.
on that one, let me see if I can find it. The rubric on the intro, it just says, I think it said, doesn't really say anything. I have it around here somewhere. There's so many papers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I organized at one time.
Yes, they all running together here. It just says it provides an introduction to the proposed care management care plan and a rationale. Why everything have to have a rationale? We're recording, I'm sorry. Oops.
That's okay.
Don't post it. Oh my goodness! So we have to have a rationale with the reason why we say what the care plan management plan is the way it is. It's the reason why.
That's okay. That's a simple request.
And I think it's just.
I
think she said it's just like maybe a paragraph.
Yeah, because that's a simple request, because we could just put the pulmonary rehabilitation is showing really good evidence base that it's actually doing a lot of good for patients, and it's preventing a lot of...
throw a couple references in there of ones that have actually worked, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just put it in technology based so we can keep budget down and meet more patients.
Yeah.
So I think...
So who's okay? So can I find out again who's doing what? So Angela, you're doing the introduction. Leanne, you're doing the
target population.
Okay. And then all of us are doing kind of putting our own spin on the mission, vision, and core value thing, right?
Yeah, we already have it set up. We just need it. I mean, maybe because one of them is we kind of aligned it to the DHRA.
Right.
Maybe if one of you would just want to take it, divide it up, so that way it's not too much. Maybe.
Right.
It's not really not that much. Yeah, it's like.
I'll put it all in that outline that I'm going to put on the Google Docs, the way that you listed it in the minutes from last time, Angela. I'll put it in there, and then maybe Beth, you could wordsmith it.
Okay.
And I will try to do all of my writing right on the Google Doc when I'm doing the target population. I might just do a little bit at a time. But that way, if anybody finds something that they're like, oh, hey, I found this and I want to throw it in, it's right there to kind of just do that.
Okay.
Okay. So it sounds like we have a pretty good plan for this week, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Alrighty.
find next week.
I'm sorry?
You guys want to do Sunday again, or
I like this time. It gives me a chance to separate from the health promotion class.
Right.
But if it doesn't work for you, I'm willing to adjust.
no, I like this time too, because I feel like by this time I've got to be home doing other things and getting ready for work anyway, so I won't make any plans.
Yeah. And if we have a set schedule, we know we're meeting on Sundays.
So Sundays.
I guess it would be 6 or 6:30. Either one doesn't matter. I just had to do it a little, like a half hour later, because I was afraid I wouldn't make it home from work in time. But
Okay.
either one is good with me.
I'm okay with either as well. It's fine with me.
Fine.
Because I don't
Patricia,
work
is
this
it too
coming
late?
Sunday, so.
Patricia, is it too late for you to be up at 6 if we start?
It don't matter, sweetie. I'm a night bird, so I work nights. Haven't slept all day, so I'm okay.
I'm a night too. I worked last night, and I woke up going, "Oh my God, I got a paper."
So when I fall out. I'm good. I'm okay, honey. I'm all right.
Okay.
That's a good time. No problem.
So we'll stick to next week at next Sunday at 6:30.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sounds great.
Well,
Okay.
Of course, it won't be 6:30 because we're gonna have problems with the computer, but whatever time we get on.
Right. I know. I even really did try to practice, and apparently I didn't try hard enough.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
All right,
All
Lisa,
right.
do you want to do lead? You want to do lead next week, sweetie?
I thought we had it set up. Don't we have it set up in my leave?
I don't
I
even
don't know.
remember. I just looked at myself.
Me too. I'm sorry.
I know I was trying to. I'll be leave.
Okay.
And that.
Can someone bring it up? Or,
Say that again.
can someone bring? Is there a? I didn't see the schedule. I'm sorry. I must have missed that one.
Oh, I thought I posted it. So you want me to be the lead next week? Does that mean that I need to start the Google Hangouts?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll see if I can get it.
I have one more question. So after I do the stop broadcast,
Uh-huh.
how do I make sure that I can post it to the discussion board correctly?
Okay.
So once you,
Go ahead.
you're gonna hang up. You're gonna hang up,
Okay.
and then you can go back and look at it, and there's like more options. If you click on like 3 little dots. And you
Okay.
click on more options, and it says request a link, and then you copy
Okay.
and paste it, and you can either put it in a Word doc or you could put it directly into. I usually do both. I put it in a Word doc, and then I post it directly to the forum.
Okay. Okay. I think I've done it before, but just to be safe, I was like, I better ask.
Yeah.
If you're not sure,
The video won't disappear. It'll still be there no matter what you do because once you hang up, the video is there. So you
Oh,
won't have
that's
a
good.
problem. You won't have a problem
That's good.
finding the video again. So
Okay. And I probably won't post it until tomorrow.
that's fine, honey. That's
Everybody's okay with that?
yeah, it's okay.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so I was trying. So am I facilitator next time?
Huh?
Okay.
I have to look at the thing.
Who did last week's Google Hangouts, and do we need to get that posted up there as well? Then I guess.
Patricia, were you did the Hangout last week, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you post it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So I'll post this week's, and then I was facilitator last time. I can do Scribe next week. I signed up for stuff, but I'll have to go back in and even.
I'm trying to figure out what I think I am. Oh God! What? I just looked at that thing.
I know, me too.
Oh my goodness! I can't remember. You're asking me something I can't remember.
No.
No memory whatsoever. I don't know. Whatever y'all want me to do. At this
Well, I
point.
know. Since we know that Lisa's going to be the leader and she's going to start it, we will just know what our roles are when we start our thing.
We just shout out something.
I also found that Beth will be the timekeeper. That gives all of us a role, and we're flexible. I mean, if we had a fine.
Did you see Beth? There's no Beth here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patricia. Oh, God.
That's okay. Okay.
And believe me, that's
Yeah,
like
that's
one of
really
my,
good though.
My
I've done that.
name has been changed before. That's okay.
that's one of my biggest weaknesses. Every time I meet an employee, I have to tell them, I just hope I don't rename you. I can.
Right. Well, I will tell you, when I tried my very first Google Hangout, I did it to my other group, and they texted me and they said, "I thought we were meeting on Tuesday," and I said, "We are. Sorry."
That's okay.
So,
Because the last Google Hangouts that I had, I guess some people from my group or in another group, and they had a call right before our call, and they started calling me like an hour before we were supposed to meet. I was in traffic in Las Vegas, which is crazy. I'm getting a phone call because they called the wrong group, and I'm pulling over in a panic, thinking I'm going to have to be on the side of the road on my phone with no. I'm like, oh no, no. And they're like, oh, sorry, mistake. I'm like, oh my God, I almost had a stroke. By the way,
Well, I guess-
are you all walking?
are we what?
Are you guys all going to graduation?
No.
No.
That's a whole nother issue. I don't understand why we have to fill out all these forms. Why aren't they doing it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
I was like,
don't
what?
even know what they are.
Are we off the
They're
air?
asking us all these forms, and I'm like, I don't know. Why can't you do this?
Right.
I feel like that's their job. I feel like I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like emailing and be like, this isn't. I'm worried about graduate, like finishing. You need to take care of the back paperwork stuff. That's not my deal. Don't
Right.
push that on me.
I do think it's kind of hard though. Like, I was thinking about it, and for me to fly out right before Christmas to walk, and South Dakota weather, oh, you just never know. And I'm like, I don't usually try to fly anywhere in the winter.
Yeah. I actually was ignoring a lot of the emails because I was like, I'm not walking anyways. And then, like, right at the cutoff, the last date, I'm like, I'm not walking, so I don't know. I don't really need to do this. And she's like, no, everybody needs it if you want your diploma. I'm like, what? Like,
Like, I didn't do this for nothing.
Want that paper.
Right. Right. And I don't even know if I got them all filled out. Like, I felt like I just filled out some here and some there, and then I was like, I don't know if they're all done. I don't know anything.
I had to call the advisor. I said, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm clicking and clacking here and there, and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. So listen here, I paid my money, so I need to know that I'm graduating, honey.
Right.
So I need you to help me with these papers. She's, oh, it's so easy. Yeah, you can say that, but you're not the one trying to figure this out.
Yeah, she's probably done it 100 times.
Yes, yes.
if it's easy, she should just do the rest of the whole
Exactly. But I think it's too many of us for her to try. I think
Right.
it's quite a few.
Then they'll call us, right, Angela?
What?
Apparently, if we don't get it done, they call us.
Oh, they called you?
No, that's what I understand is if you don't get it done, they contact you.
Oh, well, good, because no one called me, so that must mean I got it done.
Nobody called me. I emailed her going, I am not planning on walking. You keep sending me these emails. And she's like, no, everybody needs to fill it out. And then she's like, because you're past the due dates, they're going to charge me an extra $50. I'm like, rack it up, I guess.
Hey,
Right.
what?
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it's like, what's another $50 at this point, but it's still enough to get angry about.
Hello, thank you. I think I've given you enough of my money.
It's just frustrating because I would think that they would have taken that part of it and like all I need to do is finish. Like I feel like that's a lot of back end paperwork. Like Patricia said, they might have just realized there's too many students and they don't have time or want to do it. But I can't, I have
We don't
enough
have
on my
time
plate.
either. We don't have time either.
For real, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right, ladies.
All right, well, I think we're all good for next week, and we'll get cracking on our each individual parts, and I think we did good.
Oh, yes, yes,
okay.
yes. All righty,
All right.
well, I'll see you
All
guys
right,
next week.
We'll see you next time.
All righty.
See you next Sunday. Bye. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
the work.
Thank you.
Bye.